Hey, Aiden. Hey, Afterdoe. Hey, so we're going to get out our Save at Sea books right now, okay? So pretty much our Save at Sea is going to take the place of our reading for right now. Aiden? No, when we do Adventures in Other Lands, and when we do, actually, hold on. We do have an Adventures in Other Lands. Let's get out our Adventure in Other Lands book. Sorry, just to see how you're reading today. Mm-hmm. To 59. Yeah, so, we're going to wait on the Trails to Explore one. But we are going to do the Adventures in Other Lands, and then we're going to do it Save at Sea. Yeah, so get out your Adventures in Other Lands. I didn't realize that when I just said that one. No, we're going to do Save at Sea today. Athens, though. Maybe. You should. Now, I'll check it again. But I think I cleared your desk. If not, I'm going to read it out loud anyway, so just pay attention as I'm reading if you don't have it. Okay? Okay. So, Adventure in Other Lands, you're going to open to page number 62. You do. The quiz was, well, you won't have your quiz because it's still here. So, hold on. So, start on page 62 and read to the stop like you normally would. Okay? So, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do that. We really can't go much past that. Okay? Aiden. Just 62. Are you in Adventures in Other Land? Aiden? Okay. Yeah, this is a loose leaf paper. I think. Yep. Yeah, this is a loose leaf paper, or like the back of your, like bottom of your Bible or something like that. And then just put reading equation, you know. 20. Okay. Just waiting for Aiden to finish. Okay. So, Aiden, you should have your adventure quiz 20 in your stack of papers that were sent home for this week. So, Aiden, you can just get that out and do that. Okay. So, and I'm gonna read you the question and the choices, and you're just gonna write the answer. Yep, number 20. Yep, yep. It should say page 62 underneath part 2. Okay. So after that, I'm gonna read you the question, and then you're either gonna write true, false, or whatever letter or a blank misspelled it. I'll let you know which one. Okay. The first one, the true or false, after that. Don't say the answer out loud. So this is number 1. Mark and Vishnu had gone into the jungle to collect firewood. True or false? Mark and Vishnu, just write either true or write false down, either one. Mark and Vishnu had gone into the jungle to collect firewood. Just number 1, and then either the word true or the word false, depending on which one you have. Okay, number 2. Why did Mark become uneasy? There's 4 choices. Letter A, they had food and water for only one more day. That's letter A. So why did Mark become uneasy? Letter B, he knew the jungle was a dangerous place. Number C, he was afraid Vishnu would run off and leave him. Letter D, he was afraid of the darkness for the same reason Vishnu was. So why did Mark, you got that one? Okay. So number 3, again, there's 4 choices to this one. The boys realized they were going in circles when they, A, saw a piece of Mark's shirt on a thorn bush. B, did not come to the edge of the jungle. C, could not find the trail. Or D, recognized the tree they had seen earlier. Okay, number 4. Why was Vishnu terrified when it got dark? A, he saw animals watching him. B, he was getting very cold. C, he knew he'd be in trouble when he got home. D, the sun, his god, was gone. Number 5, when Mark realized he was lost, he A, began to cry. B, blamed Vishnu. C, prayed to God. D, called for help. So when Mark realized they were lost, he A, began to cry, B, blamed Vishnu, C, prayed to God, D, called for help. I don't want to answer. That's okay. That would be letter C for number 5. 6, this is a true or false. Mark set up a flare to help rescuers find him. And 7, this is a fill in the blank. When darkness came, where did the boys decide to spend the night? When darkness came, where did the boys decide to spend the night? When your parents upload or take a picture and upload your work, please make sure this is uploaded with it with your name on it, okay? Aiden. For some reason, he has not signed in. I'm not sure if he's watching through YouTube or not, but I don't know why not. You're done for that, yes. So let's get out our save at 6. Okay. Don't need to announce it. Just, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll tell you what page we're on. So page 48, chapter 7. Yep. A thick fog. That little piece of paper which was given me that day, I have it still, put among my greatest treasures. There was not much written on it, only 2 lines of a hymn. On Christ's solid rock I stand, while all the ground is sinking sand. I walked slowly up to the house, thinking my grandfather was out with Jen Miller, so I did not show him the paper then. But I read the lines many times over as I was playing with little Timpy, and I wondered very much what they meant. In the evening, my grandfather and Jem Miller generally sat together over the fire in little walks room upstairs, and I used to take little Timpy up there until it was time for her to go to bed. She liked climbing up the stone steps in the lighthouse tower. She used to call out, "Up, up, up," as she went along until she reached the top step, and then she would run into the watchroom with a merry laugh. As we went in this evening, my grandfather and Jem were talking together of the visit of the 2 gentlemen. "I can't think what the old man meant about the rock," my grandfather was saying. "I couldn't make head or tail of it. Jem, could you, my lad?" "Look there, grandfather," I said as I handed him the little piece of paper and told him how I had got it. "Well, to be sure," said my grandfather. "So he gave you this, did he?" And he read aloud, "On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand." "Well now, Jem, what does it mean?" he kept on saying to me. "You're on the sand, my friend, you're on the sand, and it won't stand the storm. What do you make of it?" So we're on the top of page 50, I think. "Did you hear him, my lad?" "Yes," said Jem thoughtfully, "and it has set me thinking. Sandy, I know what he meant well enough. And pray what may that be?" "He meant we can't get to heaven except we come to Christ. We can't get there no other way. That's just what it means, Sandy." "Do you mean to tell me," said my grandfather, "that I shan't go to heaven if I do my best?" "No, it won't do, Sandy. There's only one way to heaven. I know that well enough." "Dear me, Jem," said the grandfather, "I never heard you talk like that before." "No," said Jem, "I've forgotten all about it since I came to the island. I had a good mother years ago. I ought to have done better than I have done." He said no more, but was very silent all that evening. Grandfather read his newspaper aloud and talked on all manner of subjects, but Jem Miller's thoughts seemed far away. The next day was his day for going on shore. My grandfather and Jem took it in turns. The last Friday in every month it was the only time they were allowed to leave the island. When it was my grandfather's turn, I generally went with him, and I much enjoyed getting a little change. But whichever of them went, it was a great day with us on the island, for they brought any little thing that we might be needing for our houses, our gardens, and did any business that had to be done on shore. We all went down to the pier to see Jem Miller start, and as I was helping him get on board some empty sacks and some other things he had to take with him, he said to me in an undertone. Albert, my lad, keep that bit of paper. It's all true what the gentleman said. I've been thinking of it ever since. And Albert, he whispered, I believe I am on the rock now. He said no more, but arranged his oars, and in a minute more he was off. But as he rowed away, I heard him singing softly to himself, on Christ's solid rock I stand, while on the ground is sinking sand. We watched the boat out of sight and then went home, wishing that it was evening and that Jem would be back again with all the things that we had asked him to get for us. That was a very gloomy afternoon. A thick fog came over the sea and gradually closed in on us, so we could hardly see a step before us on the beach. Little Timothy began to cough, so I took her indoors and amused her there with a picture book. It was so dark that my grandfather lighted the lighthouse lamp soon after dinner. There was a dull yellow light over everything. I never remember a gloomier afternoon, and as evening came on, the fog grew denser, till at length we could see nothing outside the windows. It was no use looking out for Jem's return, for we could not see the sea, much less any boat upon it. So we stayed indoors, and my grandfather sat by the fire smoking his pipe. I thought Jem would have been here by now, he said at length, as I was putting out the cups and saucers for tea. Oh, he'll come before we finish tea, I think, grandfather, I answered. I wonder what sort of spade he'll have got for us. When tea was over, the door opened suddenly, and we looked up, expecting to see Jem enter it with our purchases. But it was not Jem, it was his wife. Sandy, she said, what time do you make it? My clock stopped. 20 minutes past 6, said my grandfather, looking at his watch. Past 6? She repeated. Why, Jem is very late. Yes, my grandfather, I'll go down to the pier and have a look out. But he soon came back, saying it was impossible to see anything. The fog was so thick, he was almost afraid of walking over the pier. But he's bound to be in at 7, he said, for that was the hour the lighthouse men were required to be on the island again. So he'll soon be up now. The clock moved on, and still Jem Miller did not come. I saw Miss Miller running to her door every now and then with her baby in her arms. We looked down at the garden path, but no one came. At last the clock struck 7. I never knew him to do such a thing before, said my grandfather, as we rose to go down to the pier once more. Okay, so ending chapter 7. What are some things that happened in chapter 7? Hold on, let me have it go. Okay, someone learned how to get saved. Aiden. Okay, what else happened towards the ending of chapter 7? After done. Yep, okay, so Jem also went to get supplies, and there was a bad fog, and Jem did not return. So let's use this to make at least 2 sentences. In the beginning of the chapter, some men came, gave them a note, and they learned that it meant about salvation, and that Jem even explained about salvation. Alex also told his grandfather about the note, and he didn't see to this point. Towards the end of the chapter, Jem went out to get supplies, and there was a heavy fog where they couldn't see. And then at the end of the chapter, they're still waiting for Jem to return. Yep. So I'm gonna. Can you see that pretty well? Okay. Better or no? No. Better, Aiden? A little bit better? Okay. Maybe then my desk is in the way. Oh. Yes, you know, I need to make 2 sentences about this chapter that we read. Whether you're using what I've given you on here, or whether you're making your own sentences. So, they learned how to get saved. Alex told his grandfather about the note. Jem went to get supplies. There was a heavy fog, and Jem did not return. Yep. You want to be home without having to worry about working. Did you get yourself a paper cut? Oh. Okay. That's it. I'm actually getting ready to sign off in about 3 minutes, so.